Hi, I'm Marcus Schmidt, Senior Director of Product Management at West IP Communications, and welcome to Whiteboard Fridays. So let's talk about Cloud Unified Communications, or we sometimes call it Unified Communications as a Service, but basically delivering unified communications as services in the cloud or via the cloud. What are the 5 things that you need to look for in a provider that's going to provide you some sort of unified communications capability, be that in the cloud, frankly, or on-premise, but we tend to favor the cloud. So what are the things you want to look at? The first one is flexibility, right? You want to make sure that the provider has a lot of flexibility in the types of solutions they can deploy for you, as well as giving you a lot of flexibility in terms of what you want to configure. Not all businesses are created the same. Not all businesses even have the same needs over the course of time in a given year. Some businesses have seasonal peaks and valleys. You want to be able to flexibly ramp up or ramp down the types of unified communications you're going to want to use for your employees. If you have a lot of contact center agents on a given season, you want to be able to ramp up that number of users and then take that back down again later on. The second one is mobility. I mean, one of the key advantages of communications now is the ability to deliver communications to anybody, anywhere, on any device. So having the ability to have all those services in the cloud and then deliver those down to your desk phone, if that's in an office in one location or an office in another location, onto your smartphone as an app on your smartphone, or in a variety of other mechanisms. Maybe it's an instant messaging and presence client, something like Lync or like Jabber. So mobility is another key one. The third one is efficiency. Right, you want to take advantage of the economies of scale that cloud UC gives you versus on-premise UC. With on-premise UC, you've got to buy all that equipment yourself and deal with all those maintenance contracts and all those support agreements and everything else. With cloud UC, you can push all that up to the cloud vendor, someone like West IP Communications, and we take all that on. So we're the ones that are maintaining all those things and upgrading them and making sure that they're all up to date. And then you can just take advantage of the latest and greatest technology as it comes down. The last two are more geared towards our friends in the IT world. When you go to the cloud, you don't want to lose control, right? You don't want to just say, I'm going to outsource everything to the cloud and then it's up to the cloud provider to control everything. You still want to have the complete transparency and ability to get in and manage everything related to your users and your numbers and your circuits and everything else that comprises unified communications. So you want to make sure a vendor has that element of control through some sort of unified portal that allows you to log in and take a look at everything going on in your environment. And the last one is service. You don't want to get someone who just started this business, frankly. I mean, you want to get someone who has a track record, has been in the industry for a while, has a proven set of customers, hopefully customers that are still with them and retained over the years. I think we have something like 95, 96% of our customers are still our customers today. So you want someone who has service that stands behind the solution that they sell, almost becomes an extension of your IT department. I've never met an IT group that doesn't have a to-do list a mile long. So this lets them chop off some of that to-do list that's oriented towards telecommunications, outsource it to someone like West IP that does unified communications in the cloud, and they can focus on other things that they need to get done. So basically, if you're looking for Cloud UC and looking for a Cloud UC provider, look for someone who can give you flexibility, someone who can enable mobility, someone who gives you a lot of efficiency, as well as lets you maintain control of your environment and gives you unparalleled customer service.